So let's take a look at 5 things I don't like that much about Payload version 3. So what is Payload? Super quick, it is the fastest growing CMS. It has 25,000 GitHub stars and it's counting the stars very, very fast right now. The version 3 is just around the corner. It is made for sites for mid-sized companies, I would say, and smaller projects when you need to combine more of the features that is, out of the box. From Payload in version 3, it is very Next.js native. So it's really closely coupled to Next.js and it gives you all of the Next.js power inside of itself. And it is highly customizable and developer focused. Here is the big overview of the things I don't like that much, and let's get started. First one is rich text editor extendability. So Payload is using the lexical editor, which is an open source library from Facebook. And adding elements just like this one, this embed feature, was quite tricky for me. I watched this YouTube tutorial for 34 minutes, which was the first version, first part. And the second part is not up yet. There is the full GitHub repo with it working, but it was quite cumbersome and you really needed to do a lot of magic. I don't think this is a Payload issue. It's more of the lexical editor and like the steep, very steep, I would say for me at least, learning curve. But it is part of the deal, and I think for the most of the sites you don't need to customize it that much. You can just do custom collection. Second one is localization, but here it's with the caveat. I did not find any good tutorial on the front end part. So it's super easy in the Payload admin to add your new locales, and they work quite nicely. I will show you maybe there's some small UI improvement that could be done. But I think the biggest issue is I did not find anything in the Next, and I was not able to finish it in the 40-hour budget I had, and I spent, I would say, 6 hours trying to make it work. But this is mostly my fault. If there is a good tutorial, I would be super thankful and happy about this. Let's take a look at how it looks in the admin. So you see I'm clicking at here to change the locale. The whole live preview reloads. If I have a hero that is a bit lower or some element that is like lower on the side, I need to scroll back down to it. So this shouldn't be an issue if you're translating the whole site in one go. If you want to switch back and forth from language to language, it can get a bit annoying that you need to scroll up and down all the time. But I would say like this is maybe standard. Also, the one small thing, if you scroll a bit down, then this goes away after some time. So you need to scroll up again. How you just saw it. But again, I would say one good tutorial on the front end would really solve all my issues. This is exactly what I'm talking about, the demo projects and the examples. This is, the biggest pain, and this is also my big dream with this channel, to, get people and to get myself to do the good demos, so we can really show Payload in its best light. Very good guy is All About Payload YouTube channel. I like him a lot. He has already like 40 videos. Great guy. He has some, I would say like half of his videos for version 2. The rest is in version 3, and he's, I think, doing a great job, but still, there could be so many more tutorials about Payload, right? To make it very nice and like smooth. Jack Harrington, very good guy. He made an awesome video, I would say 3 months ago, but it's a bit obsolete. Some of the parts already changed because Payload is in beta and things are changing quite fast. So it was awesome tutorial, and now it's getting older and older with every new release, but still I would highly encourage you to take a look. It's super jam-packed with it. Reddit, I posted yesterday, super thankful for all the support on Reddit. I really like the people there. The Payload team goes there quite often and answers a lot of questions. And the docs, which are in version 3, you just need to switch the small switch on the right side. I think they are good. There's not too much of the docs right now, but as it's changing so often and so fast, I think less docs which are pretty much accurate are better than a lot of docs that are outdated. Fourth thing, which was a bit annoying, you need to dig a bit. What exactly is it for? Like, what is the targeting of Payload? Is it for smaller project? Is it for bigger project? Is it for corporations? Is it for e-commerce? I think you really need to try it out to see for yourself if it's a good fit for your project. The second thing, I wasn't like 100% sure what is in free edition and what is in enterprise edition, but after a while, I think you can find it on the website pretty easily. There are concrete cases and studies of people who built it. There's like a /case studies website over there, but I would just love to see some maybe interviews with the real people, with the real feelings, like, man, I did this and it was a bit of a pain. This was awesome, right? So like the real feeling of not just like the highlights, and it's not sure if it was version 3 or version 2. So I would just love to see some version 3, teams or clients having it to really share their opinions. But it is there, right? It just could be a bit better. And the new version is coming out almost every day, which is, I think, a typical beta thing, right? But if you're checking if something is working or not, I think the easiest fix almost always for me was to just update to new version that was released just a couple of hours ago, and the problem was already fixed. Here is a super quick overview of what is in the free edition and what is in the enterprise. In the enterprise, it is also shown in the website very nicely. So the live preview, I think, is very nice and you don't need much more. But if you want the editing right on the page, you just click and you type into stuff. This is in the enterprise edition. The digital asset management, so you can have folders and you can orient a bit nicely in the digital assets. This is in the enterprise version, audit logs and single sign-on. There's the AI and there's the A/B testing. I'm trying my best to get the hands on the enterprise edition so I can check it out a bit more and show you, but I did not do so yet. And number 5, sometimes it feels a bit slow and clunky. This is a big debate on also Reddit. Some people write it and some people then try their project and it's super fast. It also happened to me. I restarted my PC, let it cool down for a while, and I ran the project again and it was super fast. I'm not exactly sure what's going on. Sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't. For example, I had a bit of the issue that I was pulling the schema from database from like 60 seconds from time to time, and sometimes it was super fast. I have no idea, but I think it can also be connected to the beta version. So the conclusion, I think Payload in 2025 is just like Win, going to step on the gas, put on the nitrous, and really go very, very fast, because I think those 5 things could be solved by, I don't know, 1-2 weeks of new stable versions and a couple of the docs and maybe 1-2 nice tutorials. So I'm still a huge fan of Payload, and I think 2025 is going to be the big year of Payload. And that's about it. So thanks a lot. Let me know in the comments what are your biggest benefits and what are the biggest drawbacks you see in Payload, and see you in the next video.